radio.
Okay.
Okay, that's what it does. That's all it does as such. So you got CD player in the back of it, radio, searches left and right there, or up and down there. On off button
Can
there.
you put a USB? I've got a memory stick. You'll know about all these things.
I don't think so on this one now.
No.
All you've got is that auxiliary type MP3 type auxiliary. It hasn't got USB as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
It's not quite that good. Even though they are very nice radios, it's an older radio. You won't have a USB port in it.
No.
Not that I'm aware of. I can see now.
No,
I'm afraid.
presumably there's some. Well, there's a blood pump, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I've got to say they are good make.
Yeah.
But this model, I wouldn't have thought you've got that. You can get an upgraded model which does DVDs as well, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But that they would connect to these. That's what these here are. So you have the fun thing is that they obviously supply these on vans ready wired up. Then you obviously need to spec up to get a higher spec radio. Alright.
No, it's just what I've got.
It won't be.
Yeah.
Right. So what you can see over here is your control panel.
Yeah.
And that's to switch 12 volts. So if you see that, I'll just switch that off, and you'll see everything going dark, apart from two lights at the front.
Yeah.
Them two lights are 240.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you're on a site with no 240, then two lights won't be working.
No.
So 12 volts, as you can see, everything's up and running.
Yeah.
And you can hear the radio. Light switch. This one is just the entry light. So the one just above my head. Water pump. And then you've got battery. So that battery's, you've got the gauge there. If you press that button there, it just shows you where your battery's at.
Yeah.
Okay, so it gives you a rough idea.
Yeah.
Obviously in the red, likelihood is nothing's going to be working because it's too low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy with that bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so next thing we'll have a look at is your water system and drainage point.
Right.
So right under this far corner, it's going to be fun to see because it's always in the corner. So I'll just move that out of the way for a second. You just pop that up. Right in the corner is your boiler.
Yeah.
And the drain down. Can you see the yellow lever next to it?
Yes.
Go to the back. Yeah, that's your drain down.
Yeah.
Okay, so the position it's in at the moment, it is closed. So water's not going to be running out underneath the van as you're trying to operate the water system. Obviously it allows it to remain in the water system. You've also got these two down here.
Yeah.
See them two there? One on the cold side, one on the hot side.
Yeah.
So again, they're in line.
Yeah.
So they're obviously closed, not allowing water to drain out. So all you do, you turn it, you can see there's a little info note there next to it. You just turn it so they're pointing up, and that will allow the water to drain down out. At the same time, just make sure all your taps are open to centre, and then and the other one that down there is open. Water will drain out of your van.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Then what you've got there, sitting in the blue box there, that's your control box for your motor mover.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And then what you've got there, the black thing there. Oh, is it that one? The next one along. Water pump is the next one along.
Yeah.
That one's a surge damper, I should say. Yeah. Okay.
That's the PIR.
Yeah, that's your PIR sensor. Yeah. So that next to your one of your vents. Okay. Water system shouldn't be any different than any other system you may have used.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of getting the air out of the system.
Yeah.
So before you switch that water pump on the control panel up there, make sure that's closed, that's closed, that's closed. Your taps in the bathroom are closed. Then switch the water pump on, open up the tap, get the air out of the system.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've allowed a bit of air to come in because obviously pull the pipe out just to show you how it goes. So you get a bit of sputtering. Once you've got a solid stream of water there, I always then go on to the hot side of it. That then fills the hot water tank. We should have a bit of hot water. But if you want to stick your finger on that, you might see a bit of steam in a minute.
So that is running at the moment. You've got it connected up to the electricity.
Yeah, we've connected everything.
Otherwise, it's the gas that does the water heating.
Yeah. Well, if you've got no electric,
Yes.
If you've got electric, you can use it on electric.
Yeah.
Okay, which I'll show you now. Okay, so you're happy on how to get the air out of the system?
It's very similar.
Yeah, it's very similar. All those vehicles have water. That is what you've got to do. You've got to get the air out of the system. Which is very similar to that.
It's absolutely similar.
Yeah. Right. So the next thing we've got, if we have a look in here, there's your consumer unit.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you had a car band switch before. You may have had that in the Goble one, perhaps.
No, I don't think so.
So in the centre, obviously you can see that's off.
Yeah.
we've still got power because the charger's on and we've got 240 running through.
Yeah.
If we didn't have any electric 240, we need to switch it onto the van side of it,
Yeah.
okay, which is the leisure battery.
Yeah.
If you had the car still attached on site, you could take the power from the car side of it. So you just flick it up to there.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that when you're travelling.
No.
This is just when you're on site,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that will take power from there. Obviously, it's just going to be a bit careful if you are doing that, because if you go and flat the battery on your car,
You won't start.
you're probably not going home yet.
No.
Right. So the other buttons we've got here, battery charger.
Yeah.
So when you're on site, 240 connected, that switched on, it will charge your leisure battery.
Yeah.
These other two switches, that
Yeah.
is to do with heating. So your space heater is the top one,
Yeah.
water heater is the other one. So the water heater on electric. So to warm your boiler up on electric, you need to switch that on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If you switch this on and there's no water in your boiler, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is the really important one to switch off. So when you're coming home,
Yeah.
make sure you switch that off.
Yeah.
It will switch. The power will go from it straight away as soon as you unplug the electric cable.
Yeah.
There's no power to it anyway.
No.
But
Wow.
if you think about it, if you've left that switched on,
Yeah.
you drain the boiler,
Yeah.
you go to your next site
Yeah. And you
in
forget.
a month or so.
Yeah.
That's been left on. As soon as you plug that electric in,
Yeah.
that's it. Your boiler is then starting to heat up.
Yeah.
If there's no water in it, the likelihood it could damage that boiler.
Yeah.
It's got an element in it. It's like trying to boil a kettle with no water in it.
Yeah.
You could be in trouble.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
try and remember to switch that off
Yeah.
before you leave
Yeah.
to come home.
Yeah.
And then you know when you plug the electric in, you're safe. It's either that, or before you plug electric in, you come in and have a look. Make sure that it's switched
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
If there's water in the boiler, you've got no problems. If there isn't, that's when you have problems.
These
Okay.
are standard blade
Yeah,
fuses.
yeah. So you can pick them up anywhere in car,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
like Motor World Alfords and things like that. And then you've obviously got your 240 trips there as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll leave the water heater off now
Yeah.
because I don't want that
No.
that mistake. All right. Happy with that?
Okay,
It?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're going to do? So I've switched the water heating off. We'll just come back to. We'll just go through the heating
Okay.
system there.
Oh, don't
So
mind.
yeah. So water heating, electric is that button there.
Yeah.
Okay. If we want to, we can run it on gas, which is this top one here.
Right.
Okay. You've got two dials, very similar.
Yeah.
One says Ultra Store,
Yeah.
which, if you remember, stores your water. So Ultra Store stores your water. That's your boiler. Ultra Heat is heater. So that's
Yeah.
what you're sitting next to there.
Yeah.
So Ultra Heat is heater. Ultra Store is boiler.
Right.
Okay. With this one, this is to heat the boiler on gas. So turn the outer ring.
Yeah.
See, there's a nice green light inside now.
Yeah.
That's to indicate that the boiler's operating okay, it's functioning correctly.
Right.
If it goes red, that means it's a failure.
Yes.
Okay. So the reason why it may be a failure: one, you haven't turned your gas on.
Yeah.
Two, you haven't got any gas. So you could just fire your cook up, just make sure you've got gas
Yeah.
to use.
Yeah.
The other thing is that cover that's on the boiler vent outside, you haven't taken that off. So it'll automatically fail it. Okay?
Yeah.
And the only other reason could be the air in the system.
Yeah.
So if it goes to red, switch it off. Check
Yeah.
them things.
Yeah.
Leave it for a minute. Come back to it. Switch it back on again. Okay? It may
Yeah.
fail again. Turn it back off again.
Yeah.
Give it another minute.
Mm.
So the likelihood, if you've checked all them things, everything's okay on that side of it, likelihood it's got air in the system.
Yeah.
So what you're then going to try and do is purge the air out.
Mm.
So by failing, switch it off, give it a few seconds, give it a minute, turn it back on again. So about 2 or 3 attempts should light it.
Mm.
Okay?
That is very similar to the one in the van.
Yeah.
The Trimmer heater.
Yeah, trimmer.
water
Yeah,
thing.
trimmer boiler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are a standard fit on a lot of leisure
Yeah,
vehicles. These
yeah.
are. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're happy with that?
Yes.
What you've got in the centre is your thermostat for the water heating on gas. Okay.
Yeah.
On electric, it is just standard 70 degrees.
Oh, right.
If you want it adjustable, you'd have to fire it up on gas with no electric, and that's where you can obviously alter the temperature if you wanted to.
Right.
But
Okay.
it is thermostatically controlled on electric, but it's not adjustable.
Okay.
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 But we would normally use electric, wouldn't we?
Well, yes.
Yeah. When you're on site, if you've
Yeah.
got electric, you're going to plug electric. You're going to use electric. You're not going to
Well,
be using
we
your
pay
gas.
for it. That's
Yeah, exactly.
the way
Yeah.
we work. So in that
That's
case, then, on the other one, there was 2 settings. I think there was a 40 and a summer and
Yeah.
a winter.
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah.
So how do you set?
No, that is how this boiler works. It's
Right.
either it's on and you just set the temperature
Yeah.
on the gas, or electric is just on, and that'll thermostatically control to 70. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you haven't got any other option than that.
Oh, right.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, on some of the other versions, they do have a 50.
Summer
yeah,
and
50.
a winter.
Yeah, a 50 degrees or 70 degree setting.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
this one. Yeah, that's the newer version of this.
Oh, right.
So it's you got a bit more, but this one you can reduce down to 30 if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So this has got more adjustment compared to that one. You had just 50 or 70.
Yeah.
This one, if you're on gas, you can go down as low as
Yeah.
30 degrees or 70 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got a bit more varying
Yeah.
in temperature.
No, it was an old van, but somebody had obviously.
Oh, they
had
could have
a
upgraded it,
new-
yeah.
New boiler and stuff in.
Yeah, that's it. They could have upgraded it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next one we come to is your heater. So the,
Yeah.
the fire that's sitting there has got electric elements in. We need to switch the space heater switch on, which is the top one here.
Yeah.
If I switch the outer ring, so that's off.
Yeah.
If I switch the outer ring, you should see a green light in there.
Yes.
Yeah. If we haven't switched it on here, that little green light's not there. So you
No.
see these are very similar controls,
Yeah.
and that lights up green when it's on.
Yeah.
That lights up green to say it's got energy.
Yeah.
So if I switch that back on again, you should see the little green light inside. So they've got the options of 2000 watts or 2 kilowatts, 500 or 1000.
Yeah.
So if you imagine roughly like a 3-bar fire,
Yeah. Yeah. Because
see,
some,
the 2000 is everything up, all lit on the electric.
yeah.
So that's going to be
Some
the warmest.
sites have only got like.
Yeah, if
Some
you've got a low
CL
ampage.
sites think, oh, you mustn't use the.
Yeah, don't put this on, don't put that on. You've got to switch that off if you want to put the kettle on
Yeah,
and things
yeah.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, just be careful on how much
normal-
power you're using.
16 amps, you're all right.
Yes,
aren't you? But
yeah.
it's-
Usually you are, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you go on the CLs and they're quite a lower ampage, you start putting all electric on, bing, it'd probably trip it.
Yeah, and then you've got to go and find some.
Yeah, 'cause
Some
you
of
can-
them leave
some,
them
some of
open.
you, yeah, some of you can reset because obviously that's what normally happens, and they know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right. So you've got a thermostat control in the centre.
Yeah.
So 9, if you can see the green light in the 9, that's
Yeah.
the highest setting for the thermostat.
Yeah.
If you bring it round to 1, that's the lowest setting for your thermostat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're cold, so when you first get into the van,
Yeah.
and you want the van to warm up this time of year, it's probably advisable to use the gas first. Use the gas, get it up to temperature. Or it's either that or sit in your coach waiting for it to warm up.
Yeah.
Use the gas.
Yeah.
That'll warm up quicker.
Yeah.
Okay. Then once you're warm, switch the gas off, turn it across to your electric, and then that'll tick over quite nicely. Then.
Right.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
up to you. You can use the electric
Yeah,
and wait
yeah.
wait for it to warm up. Once it warms up, it's okay. It just takes a little bit longer to warm up, but it does get. This one's not too big a van, so it
No.
shouldn't take too long to warm
No.
up. Depends on the temperature outside, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so come across here. So that was your electric heating
Yeah.
for your fire. So the elements in here, that's why it feels quite warm at the moment.
Yeah.
You can fire it up on gas instead. So I'll just switch that off. You might be able to hear the tick. Can you hear the ticking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the igniter ready to light the gas. All you do is just press and hold it. So you turn it to say halfway, press and hold it, releases the gas. Ticking has stopped.
Yeah.
You hear that? That's just fired up now, yeah?
Yeah.
If you have a look down that window there, you should be able to
Yeah.
see the flame.
Yeah.
Use it at an odd angle to try and spot it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you see that. So the narrow part of that gauge, or the narrow part of that control, is the arrow pointing to whichever. So 10 being the hottest, obviously 1 being the coldest.
Yeah.
And to switch it off, just bring it past 0, and that will switch it off.
Yeah.
Okay, this side of it is your fan. The fan will operate when you're running on electric heating or gas heating, so it's independent of them too. It will also run on its
Say
own.
that again. Sorry.
So
Fan.
the fan,
Fan.
is a separate entity to that.
Yeah.
So if you're running on electric heating, have the fan. You can have the fan running. If you're running on the gas heating, you can have the fan running. If there's no heating, you can still have the fan running just to circulate air. So in
Yeah.
the summer, you can have it circulating air. It's not going to cool the air down, but it'll just circulate around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So centre is off. If I push it to this side, this is the manual side. So here that is
Yeah.
speeding it up, slowing it
Yeah.
down. So
Yeah.
wherever you want to set it to.
Yeah.
You've got vents around the van, so you see that's blowing air out through them now. Okay, or you've got the auto side. So auto side is thermostatically controlled. You set your fan to wherever you think you want it. The fan will come up and down with the heat.
On that.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's up to you. But always have some kind of fan running when you've got heating running. So let's see that'll warm it up quicker
Yeah. Yeah.
because it'll push the warmth into your bathroom, into the
Yeah.
front of the van,
Yeah.
and circulate around. Okay.
So does the heat go in the bathroom
Yes.
with the door closed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a vent inside here somewhere. Can't spot it at the moment. Oh, it's there. So underneath the wardrobe here. As long as that flap's open,
Yeah.
because so what I found was that if I had that door shut, it can get red hot in there sometimes. So sometimes you might not want, might want a bit more heat in the lounge.
Yeah.
So what you can do is, you see the opening there, the two vents. You see one shut, well, nearly shut.
Yeah.
If you shut that bathroom one vent down, it'll still be a little bit of heat in there, but it'll force the air to come this way. So the warm air is here. Or if your bathroom's really cold, you could just, you're warming up in here.
Yeah.
You could probably shut one of them vents down or both of them, and it'll push more hot air that way. Okay.
It's a balance thing.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then you'll find it's just too hot anyway. So you want to. So if it's too hot, if you're flat out on 2 kilos, you think, switch it off. It's too hot overnight, and also it gets cold. So probably the best option probably would have been to just reduce the energy a bit, so you could drop it down to say 500. So there'll still be there warmth there, but obviously it all depends. You know, a lot of people don't like it too hot at night, do they? But just reduce that, or your thermostat just reduce your thermostat a bit. Obviously, it drop by the time you get to 4 o'clock in the morning, it's dropped cold again, and you want a bit more warmth. But you can either just up the energy or the thermostat. Okay with that?
Okay. Yeah.
It should be nice and toasty. You can feel how warm it is in here now.
Yeah.
We've had this running probably an hour now, I would say, but it is. You can
Yeah.
feel how nice and warm it is in here.
Yeah.
And you can use this all year round as
Yeah.
well. Okay, so you're happy with the water heating? We've done your water heating, done your heater.
Yeah.
Next one we got is your fridge.
Yeah.
On and off button is that little button there. So you just press and hold that, and that switches it on or off.
Yeah.
See blue light on, that says it's operating okay.
Yeah.
Screen is just gone to sleep at the moment.
Yeah.
So I just tap the button, that lights the screen up.
Yeah.
So on this side with this button, we can select energy. So at the moment it's running on electric, which
Yeah.
most people do. Tap it again, it's now gone to auto. So on this one it's got an auto function.
Yeah.
The auto function, what that will do is select the energy it thinks best, which is available. So the first thing it's going to look for is electric. If electric's available, it'll go straight to that.
Ah, right.
If there's no electric, it'll look for gas. With no gas, it will look for 12 volts. But 12 volts is coming from the car.
Yes.
So it's not going to pick up 12 volts off your
Oh,
battery.
right.
Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So they're the selections you can do.
Yeah.
On auto, if I tap it again, I can select 12 volts. That's from the car.
Yeah.
So when you're travelling, it doesn't cool the fridge down, it just maintains the temperature.
Maintains
So
the
if you want to
temperature,
travel with a cold fridge,
Yeah.
if you've got it at home, you can cool it down overnight. And then just select 12 volts before you travel.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If you've got it in storage, obviously you can't cool it down overnight unless you've got access to power to plug it in. So you'll be travelling with the temperature as it is. The other thing is, if you can't obviously cool it down overnight, what my wife tends to do, she cooks loads of chilies and freezes them. She then puts, obviously when we're travelling, we'll put that in there. And that'll act a bit like, if you had a cooler box before now, the ice packs. So putting something like there, just have a few bits in there like milk and whatever you might need for when you get there. And then, that'll keep it cool enough, obviously, to last, depending on how, if you're going to the south of France, obviously it's a long trip, but, so, not too far, that'll keep it cool, and then it's defrosting the...
So you're saying when
chili.
you're travelling, you
It's
can't cool it down?
It's not
Yeah,
cooling
you
it down,
don't
no.
want to.
No, it maintains the
Leave it at the
temperature.
top. Just
Eh?
keeps the temperature.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
but when we were in the camper van,
It's exactly the same.
yeah, it just
when you
maintains...
went off the leisure
Well,
battery, because
No, it never
they're
goes.
not-
Never goes off a leisure battery. It always
No.
comes from the vehicle
Goes
itself.
on the vehicle. battery.
Yeah, the vehicle engine is powering it.
So you're saying it
Yeah.
would go on the vehicle,
That 12 volts is only coming from the vehicle. It's never coming from the leisure
but
battery.
that would be working when you're travelling, are you saying?
Yeah, because the engine running.
Yeah.
As long as you switch the fridge on and select battery, it will automatically provide power from there to this from your car. As long as you've got that grey side, as long as you've got that
It's like
wiring
a camper
connected.
van.
Yeah, well, the camper van is obviously it's already wired in, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whereas a caravan, it's got them
Yeah.
cables you plug in on the back. Yeah, so it's doing the same thing, but you need to cool the fridge down first before you travel to give you a decent amount of cold, and then that will just maintain that temperature. Obviously, you get halfway there and start opening the door to get things out. Obviously, it's releasing a bit of warm air in, depending on how warm it is in your van.
And basically, it's keeping it
Yeah,
temperature.
it's acting a bit like a cooler box.
It's
really.
not working
No,
off
because
the car.
the freezer, the compartment will not be freezing.
No.
It won't be freezing because 12 volts is not enough energy to provide power to do that.
No.
It's just maintaining temperature. So I have to tell my wife most occasions when we're going away that you can buy food from other places around the country. There are Lidl's, Tesco's, and whatever in every place we go to.
Yeah.
You don't have to put the whole store in from here to go to fill my fridge. because it'll be too big and too heavy
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So you can, when you get there, there's always shops pretty close by.
Yeah, yeah.
So just have enough for like that for evening and the next day perhaps, and if you can, obviously if your fridge is operable as you're travelling. So gas, I can select gas.
Yeah.
If it fails, that blue light will flash.
Yeah.
Okay. So it will automatically light.
Yeah.
So I can't hear it now. So if it fails, I will show you. So if, I'll just go back to battery again, just to show you what failure is.
Yeah.
There we go. So failure is blue light flashing.
It's flashing.
And a spanner. The reason why it's flashing on that
Yeah.
is because the car is not attached
Yeah.
and the engine's not running to provide power for it. So it's saying, no, I haven't got any energy to use that.
Yeah.
If it's doing it on the gas, that means the gas hasn't lit.
Mm.
So the reasons for that are, you haven't turned your gas on, you haven't got any gas, or there may be just air in the system, same as your boiler, air in the system. So you turn it off, so press and hold, turn it off, give it about a minute again, check them things, switch it back on again. So it might do exactly the same as your boiler. If you haven't used it on gas for a while, or you may have changed your gas cylinder recently, might a bit of air been into the system, so 2 or 3 attempts should light it.
So if you're leaving, like I hopefully get away with it on my drive,
Yeah.
do you park yours on your drive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you,
I put
Right.
power into it. Yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
just let it do its own thing? But you can turn the fridge off.
Yeah. That's it. You don't have to have the fridge
Yeah.
running all the time.
Yeah.
That's the handy thing of having it at home. You can plug it in.
Yeah.
So I always, I'd say a day before I'm going away, I'll plug get the
Cold,
fridge,
yeah.
get
Same
the
as
fridge
I
down to cold.
did with the
Yeah, exactly the same you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly the same. So I'll put it back to electric. There we go. Then what we've got here is a temperature setting.
Yeah.
So this is the button for that.
Yeah.
All 5 lit, that's the coldest setting for your fridge.
Yeah.
Once it's coming out frozen butter, then you may want to reduce it.
Yeah.
So you just keep pressing it, it just goes round and round and round and round.
Yeah. Okay,
So
got that.
2 or 3, that's
Yeah.
around about.
Yeah.
It all depends on obviously the weather outside. If it's red hot outside, obviously you need to work a bit harder.
Yeah.
See what's coming out the fridge. If it's coming out too cold or not cold enough, you know you need to increase it. Okay.
Is there a winter cover? I noticed they say put a winter cover on that, or doesn't it?
On the fridge. Yeah. The winter covers that you put on the fridge vent are there to help the fridge work. They're not really there to keep the winter out.
Oh, right.
The funny thing about fridges is they have to be hot to cool down.
Yeah.
So especially if you operate on gas, if them covers are on when you're using it to help it keep warm to cool down, which it seems a real strange thing way to do it, but so you think it'd cool better in the winter, but it doesn't, because the system is not getting hot enough to take the heat out of the fridge as such. Yeah, so you can't purchase them ones. Not a lot of caravans come with them now. You have to purchase them to fit to it. If you're going to go caravanning away in the winter, it may be worth thinking about perhaps. But if you're in the summer, or not the winter months, I should say, so 9 months of the year, you wouldn't need them really.
No.
Right. Okay, happy with that bit?
Yeah.
Good. What we've also got on your fridge, this little tab here,
Yeah.
hiding under the handle.
Yeah.
What that's there for? Stick it in that bit there.
Yeah.
That keeps the door open when you're in storage, so
That's
allows it to breathe.
Yeah.
Obviously, that doesn't help with the freezer box, because obviously you can't do that. But
No.
it does help if you want to keep the door open, but not flapping about it.
Don't break these plastic skin things. They're about 38 quid.
I know nothing's cheap. Nothing's cheap
It's
in caravans.
ridiculous.
Yeah. So,
I
just be
worked
careful.
out how to do that. See, with a nut and a bolt, cost me nothing. But
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. It's just when you come to sell it in it, but
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
yeah.
that's it. Yeah, it's straightforward enough. So obviously to
Yeah.
open it, but that is just a little catch there,
Yeah.
just to hold it
quite
open.
clever.
It
Yeah.
just hides under the handle.
Well, it also, if you've cleaned it, you mustn't
Yeah.
close fridges
That's it.
up.
Yeah, you want to let it breathe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Other things we got: cooker. Nothing too complicated. We got a 12 volt igniter.
Yeah.
Okay. You've obviously also got an electric ring on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Lovely.
So on this one, it has got a shut off for the gas. He says. There we go.
Yeah.
Obviously, normally you wouldn't do that,
No.
but just make sure that is fully up. If it's not lighting, like that hasn't been pushed all the way back.
Yeah.
We've had one odd person who was on site. He said, "I'll come cook me breakfast." I says,
Oh,
"Well,
we
is
had
it?"
that problem with
Did
the
you?
camper van.
Yeah. If it doesn't
And,
push quite back, there's a
We
valve in
thought
there
it
that
was
shuts
as
it off.
far back, didn't we?
Yeah. But sometimes it's just
Yeah.
that. Just give it a touch.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's far enough back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just be cautious with the electric one.
Yeah.
Obviously, that can hold the heat a lot longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, so these ones might be cold, but that might be still there. You put that down, and there's still a bit of heat.
Shatter it.
Still a lot of heat. Yeah, they do go with a bit of a bang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grill pan. That's in there.
Yeah.
So they again ignite off that as well, and the oven.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Microwave. I'll just clear
Is
that.
the oven gas or electric?
Yes. No. The only thing electric about your cooker is that. So the
It's
is gas oven. Yeah. Gas oven, gas grill, 3 burners, and one electric hob.
Yeah.
Okay. Big button opens it. Ooh. that was lucky then. I could grab that. Do not travel with that in there. If that comes out and drops onto that, someone's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
As we were just talking about, how expensive
Yeah.
caravan bits can be.
Yeah.
So make sure you do take that out when you're travelling.
Yeah.
My wife tends to put it in the sink, wrap tea towel around it, stop it,
Yeah.
and bang it out. Well, I'll just sneak it under the seat just for now,
Yeah.
for when you're travelling home. It's not going to be bouncing around there.
No.
Okay, to operate it, pretty straightforward. If you want 10 minutes, if you want 1 minute, you want 10 seconds, or adding up between different ones. So you just press that however long you want it and just start. Or start, goes in straight to a minute if you want to.
I'm sure it says there. What power is it?
800 watts. It's the same as domestic, so obviously again be cautious if you're on the hell side. This is 800 watts, so you've got the fire flat out and you've got the boiler on and you've got something else on. Just be careful if you're on a low amp side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Don't think there's a huge amount. Obviously the toilet wise, you may or may not see it. Electric flush.
Yeah.
Normally hear that noise, that means you want to go and fill the flush tank up.
Yeah.
There's nothing coming out. Indicator light there, so that when the waste tank is full, that will light up. Obviously you can see by looking down the hole anyway.
Yeah.
Then toilet does swivel.
Yeah.
Obviously they're cleverly designed to fit into the most narrowest places you can imagine.
Yeah.
Wastegate is that one there, so that opens a wastegate.
Yeah.
See that grey lever there?
Yeah. Very similar.
Yeah,
to what
yeah,
we-
they're all pretty similar.
Yeah.
Shut, shower, so lighting wise, you've got that. Obviously, that shuts all the lights off. You've got a little light switch in there with the shower.
Yeah.
Just be careful. Obviously, I'm pretty sure you would have done this before, but make sure for winter drain down everything. So it's best to take that pipe down, unscrew that, make sure that's no water held in there.
Yeah.
All the taps open, all the drain downs open, so everything will flow out.
Yeah.
I tend to do that when I'm travelling home from the last site. I just open everything up. Obviously not on the pitch. So the next person's not going to be happy you've got a soggy pitch. So I always get to the gate. My wife jumps in, opens everything up, and then away we go. As we're driving down the road, that bit of movement just helps
Gets all the water.
Yeah, helps to drain down.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing too complicated here.
No.
Good thing about this one, it's got a huge amount of cooling space.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, for a two-berth van, you've got mass. Oh, there you go. Good job, open that as well. You've got your TV aerial.
Yeah.
I've got a directional aerial before.
One of the round ones.
Yeah, well, this actually, you can actually push it up and turn it to hopefully pick up a better signal.
Right.
Have a look, see where everybody else is pointing their aerial first. If it's pointing over there, that's where you need to point it.
Yeah.
So all you do is unlock that nut at the top,
Yeah.
and then you can just slide it up. So
Sorry.
that nut there,
Oh, that nut there.
that loosens it. You can slide it up, turn it. Obviously, just remember to pull it back down again and lock it
Oh,
off.
right. Okay.
Yeah, and then the one at the bottom just turns the angle of it from.
That's very clever.
Yeah. So that door there is actually your bathroom door, which is sitting here. That's obviously going through that hole there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what.
So I don't think you can store anything. I'm not sure why that's got a hole there, but
No.
it just seems an odd.
I suppose it's if this sticks. You can,
Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah, you can.
when you think about it.
Yeah. Obviously, there's probably access to something there.
Yeah. Standard.
Yeah,
Down thing.
standard roof light. The one at the front might be slightly different. I'm not sure if you had similar to that one before.
Yeah.
That box at the back is your amplifier for your signal.
Yeah.
For your TV signal.
What is the? I could never fathom.
What the other two were? I don't know. It's just a lot.
Playing about.
Well, you've got on off is one side. The other
Yeah.
side is a low or high rating on it.
Game,
I always
yeah.
put it highest rating anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to make a huge amount of difference, but
No.
I just put it at the back. It all depends where you are as well. If you're on a
I
bad
think
signal
it-
area
yeah.
anyway, you're struggling with signal
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. In the depths of Wales or something like in the valleys,
Yeah.
you're going to struggle to pick
Yeah.
the signal up, depending on what the site's like.
Yeah.
Okay, so TV point. Obviously, you've got a TV. If you just want to come back out that way, the TV point is just on this area here. So you got external.
Yeah.
So what's connected outside, and that one's the actual onboard area, which is the one sitting on the
Yeah.
roof. Obviously got 12 volt and 240
Yeah.
alongside there.
Yeah.
And I think what you've also got sitting on the top there, that's the handbook that comes with the van.
Yeah.
So it's worth having a read.
Yeah.
Or if you're struggling to sleep, have a read as well.
Yeah.
That normally not sure, not
Yeah.
sure out.
Yeah.
Also, should be in the top drawer is other bits and pieces. That's it.
Yeah.
So there's individual appliance books and things like that, which
Yeah.
they all come with.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do these unscrew or push in?
I think they're pushing ones, these ones.
Yeah.
So sometimes you may find it when you get to somewhere and the light's not working, just give it a touch. Obviously not